All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So first things first, I have to be a little quiet here. It's 1 a.m. My girlfriend's asleep in the other room. But man, we had some crazy news that just came out. An article from the Tampa Bay Times regarding wide receiver Mike Evans and his potential future or lack thereof in Tampa Bay. I mean, really, the title says it all. Mike Evans likely playing his last season with the Buccaneers as talks hit a snag. He goes on to say that it appears Mike Evans will leave the Buccaneers much the same way he's played for them, a bit undervalued but without much fuss. With talks about a contract extension at an impasse, the greatest offensive weapon in club history is playing what likely will be his final season in Tampa Bay. The dude is absolutely elite. In my opinion, he is a Bucs. I mean, he's a legend. In my opinion, he has never had a season underneath 1,000 yards as a wide receiver, 9 straight 1,000-yard seasons, 30 years old, just a ginormous target, ginormous wide receiver, humongous catch radius, red zone threat. I mean, the guy's consistent. When you can have consistent play like this, year after year after year after year, defenses know who you are. Defensive coordinators know who you are, but yet they can't stop him. It does not matter what defenses throw at Mike Evans and the Buccaneers offense. They can't stop him. It's not some, weird quarterback thing either. Yeah, of course, Tom Brady was there. That's going to, inflate some wide receivers' numbers, but he was doing it with Jameis Winston, right? He was doing it since he got drafted back in 2014 out of Texas A&M. So again, he wants to be paid here. The Bucs are kind of shifting into more so a rebuild. Right, they had their Super Bowl ring, they had their window, that 3-year season, those 3 seasons. It was crazy. There was so much success in those 3 seasons, but it does look like Tampa is a bit hesitant on paying their veterans. We actually just saw Donovan Smith walk out the door and sign a really, really cheap contract with the Kansas City Chiefs. But we go on to read a little bit more. It says that Evans is believed to be seeking a deal similar to the 3-year $80.1 million signed by Rams receiver Cooper Kupp that included $75 million guaranteed and a $20 million signing bonus. There was actually a really, really interesting quote later on from Evans' agent here. He said, "It sickens Evans to see players hold out and get rewarded when he does everything for the organization on the field, in the community, off the field, working with other players in the organization." And on top of that, Bucs GM Jason Light declined to comment on the contract talks with Mike Evans. And, Evans is not the type of player to rock the boat or do anything crazy, throw up these crazy demands, hold out, right? He actually had a comment on it too earlier on in training camp where he just said that all he can really control is, how hard he works, and he's going to come in and work hard. A lot of things are out of his hands. So, of course, how this ties back into the New York Jets is because the Jets could be Mike Evans' best landing spot as of right now, and even potentially at the trade deadline, right? Say the Buccaneers want to hold on to him for a couple weeks, see how the season plays out. Who knows, maybe the Bucs go on a roll and they win a bunch of games, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, hold on a second, let's keep Mike Evans. But in the event that things are rocky, they're losing games, whatever the case may be, that start of the season, the first 7-8 weeks of the season is not going too well here. Maybe Mike Evans could be dealt to the Jets. Why the Jets? A, they can afford him. Aaron Rodgers, $30 million in 30 million guaranteed dollars he gave back to the Jets. Absolutely insane. Why did he give that back to the Jets? To make sure that there's going to be enough financial flexibility to add talent to this roster if need be. And he said it himself, big names in 2023, right, this day and age of football, they're on the move. Mike Evans he's a heck of a big name, okay? He is an instant impact player, and that would be absolutely nuts. Number 2, we had the shocking retirement out of the blue of Corey Davis, right? What's going, that was, obviously he was missing practices and for, a personal reason. Saleh comes out, addressed the team about it. Corey Davis retires. I'm like, man, I was blown away. So with that, we have, number one, a hole of the wide receiver position. And B, we have an extra $10.5 million that we can now put back into the market, maybe go out and add a player. We look at Mike Evans' cap hit for this season. He's at $23.6 million. If the Bucs were to trade him, they would have $9.1 million in dead money, and then they would actually save 14.5. So there is a bit of incentive for Tampa Bay to move a guy in Mike Evans. Here's the issue. Compensation. Right? If you're a Bucs fan, you're thinking, okay, we're about to trade a club legend, a freaking beast in Mike Evans. Why in the world would we accept a late round pick? We're not doing it. It's just not going to happen. Because the Jets can't offer that first round pick, because they can't offer that second round pick, both tied to the Aaron Rodgers, conditional trade situation. Until that is resolved, both picks are off the table. They cannot be moved. So what do the Jets have to offer? They have 1 third-round pick this season. They have 2 fourths that they could potentially offer. You can start dabbling with a 2025 first if they want to. I don't think it would cost that much to go get Mike. Or another interesting layer here, the Jets are really, really deep at pass rusher. Right? What is Todd Bowles known for on the defense side of the football? Having explosive outside linebackers, and this, not just this season, but, throughout the course of Todd Bowles' coaching career, out in Arizona, he likes to have these explosive guys off the line of scrimmage, and the Jets have numerous players there. Maybe the Jets would opt to move a defensive end over to Tampa Bay with maybe like a mid-round pick to go get Evans in the building. Unfortunately, we don't have that second-round pick to offer this season, like we were saying. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Not sure exactly when I'm going to be uploading this because it's so late. So I'll probably just upload it tomorrow morning. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. A huge, huge situation to monitor here. If I am the Jets, I am 1000% interested. And by the way, a lot of you guys have called this too. So anyway, thanks so much. And as always, go Jets.